What's up guys, Ryan here with Top Notch Persona. In today's video we're talking about 5 things you should not expect when you start your own journey, your path, whether it's a YouTube channel or you're just releasing content or whatever it might be. These are 5 things you shouldn't expect. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of these 5 things. Let me know if you've experienced anything differently or you want to add anything to the list. But without further delay, let's get into it with number 1. First off, don't expect to be able to stay up to date with the latest trends or to buy the latest technology or games or whatever. Especially early on, you're not going to have the money for that. And all the money you do have is going to be put into the business, the brand, yourself. It's going to be used to buy things like protein for games or caffeine to keep us going or, our Canva subscription, which I know is big for me, or, Photoshop or whatever else. Basically, don't expect to have excess money to enjoy hobbies or anything like that, because it's not going to happen, and especially not early on. Second off, don't expect to be understood by others. I know when I started out, I had no one in my life who even vaguely understood what I was doing or my intentions or my goals or any of that. And guess what? That's okay, because your purpose is your purpose, right? It's alright if no one gets it, but just don't expect them to understand it. So don't waste your time trying to explain it to others, or don't feel bad when they don't get it or they tell you to just get a job or something like that. The fact of the matter is, they don't get it. They're not going to understand, and we shouldn't expect that they're going to understand, right? As long as you understand, as long as you stay true to you, and you're on your path, and you know what you're doing, that's what matters. Don't expect others to understand what we're doing, and don't expect them to support us. And also, going along with that, don't expect others to be able to see our thought process, right? I know personally, I've gotten accused of being very egotistical and very vain, and that's not what I'm about. But because my visions are so lofty and my goal is so set, and people don't understand me, they're going to mistake it as egotism, right? And it's unfortunate, but I'm not going to waste my time explaining it to them, because it's just not going to be worth it, because they don't understand. So if somebody mistakes you or misreads you, it's just because they don't understand your journey, your path, what you're doing. Don't take it personally, and don't try to explain yourself, because they're just not going to understand, especially at first. Third thing not to expect is for your friends to be there for you, or your quote-unquote friends. The people you thought were your friends in your life beforehand are most likely not going to be there as you're grinding. Maybe when you're successful, they'll want to come back, but those are the people that should not be allowed back into your life, because they're just there for the good times, not the bad times. The people who do stick around, though, I'll tell you, the people that stick around, they're the real deal, and they're the people that deserve your loyalty. So just don't expect, basically, going into this, whether you're trying to be a creator or a visionary or whatever your path is, don't expect your friends or even your family to want to be around you and to help and support, because truthfully, they probably want to talk about the latest trends and the latest technology and the latest news and stuff. And because they don't understand what you're doing, and they want to talk about superficial mainstream stuff, well, there's just not going to be a connect. So eventually, they're just going to drift out of your life. And once they're gone, close the door. Good riddance. They don't deserve your success. Stay true to your path. Don't get dissuaded by their absence, because if they left so easily, they weren't even really your friends to begin with. Fourth thing not to expect is for overnight success. I feel a lot of people, especially when they come to YouTube, they feel like they're going to put on like 5 videos and then suddenly they're going to get sponsorships, they're going to get deals, they're going to get recognition. Does this happen? Yes, very, 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 very rarely, I suppose. But the majority of us who succeed, we're grinding. We're consistent. We're putting in hours and hours and hours into what we're doing. Success, usually 99.9% of the time, is not quick, or lasting success anyway. I suppose it depends on how you define success. If you just want some quick money, I don't know. But if you're actually trying to make an impact on the lives of other people through what you're doing, through sharing your message, your voice, your story, don't expect things to be quick. In fact, for me, when I started, I didn't get my first genuine supporter until a few months in. Most of it was just haters and just like, who is this guy? You know, why is he on this platform? Go get a job, blah, blah, blah. But you cannot let that dissuade you. But expect to be in here for the long haul. Don't expect easy success, easy fame. Don't expect that stuff. That's just going to set you up to fail. Fifth and final thing to expect from doing this, from going your own way, doing your own thing, is not to expect to stay the same, right? You're going to change immensely through the process of putting out videos, of releasing content, of doing your thing, of interacting with the public. You're going to change immensely for the better. But to some people, this might scare them because you're not going to be the same. I know when I started, like 4 years ago, I was completely different. And 4 years before that, I was even more different. So change is inevitable, but when you start the process, when you start this path, you are going to change immensely, and immensely for the better. But as I said, people won't understand you. You're not going to be able to keep up with mainstream things, and you're going to lose fast friends, right? So, but it is for the better, because you're going to be better. You're going to probably improve physically. You're going to improve spiritually. You're going to improve mentally. You're just going to be an all-around better person. So be prepared for that. Don't expect to start, your channel or start your journey one way and end it the same exact way. That's not going to happen. That doesn't happen for anybody. People grow, people change, people learn, they incorporate new things, they make new connections. That's part of the process, and it's a great part of the process, right? Because I can say when I started this, I didn't love myself. I love myself more than I ever have at this point, through everything I've accomplished, through everything I've overcome, through everything I do on a daily basis. So be prepared for to become better, to become much better than you are.